petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T-Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode with your favorite girls from Petty Party Podcast. We're going to be reading some of y'all's favorite motos, getting y'all advice, so make sure y'all stay tuned in.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Paulette coming out the set. What's good?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby, please say the baby.
Hey guys, it is your girl Jori.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Michelle, aka Egypt if you nasty.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump into our first moto. I'm going to start it off. Hopefully it's not too heavy for y'all to start off. Well, we'll see. Hello, beautiful ladies. I'm currently on vacation with my fiancé in Europe for 3 weeks. We're from New York. Today we got into an argument over something dumb. The argument went on when we got to the Airbnb at 5 a.m. He was very angry and ended up strangling me. Yes, he put his hands on my neck for about 10 seconds. It was very scary for me. My biggest fear when it comes to marriage is marrying an abusive man. When he stopped, he instantly started crying. He's been crying and apologizing for it all day. I always told him if he ever put his hands on me, I'm done. I plan on leaving him when we get back to New York. What do you ladies think? Am I overreacting? He's a good man. He promised never to do it again.
No, sister.
What did he do?
He strangled her for 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, sister.
And
the only reason I say it's a tough situation because, like you said, other than this is the first time, and then other than that, he treats you really well, and you said he's a really good man. So I know it's like a hard decision to make, but I'm not going to lie. You have to make that decision.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, that's like a non-negotiable. Like I'm not even going to give you a time to prove me wrong. I'm so sorry. And I can't.
Like it'd be different if it was like I don't even know. There's nothing different. Anything physical, that's it. I think strangling for 10 seconds.
Strangling is crazy.
Anything more, you would have. Their oxygen would have been going to your brain, and you would have been brain dead.
Because they were lucky. Because 10 seconds could have been too much.
You know what I mean?
For me.
So,
you know what I mean?
No, I'm sorry. And strangling. That's so intentional. It's like what.
He wanted to silence
but
you.
Strangle, you literally, you got so frustrated, you had to strangle me. I'm not going to lie to you, sister.
And I think it just goes to show, women and there are certain actions I feel like we need to stop overlooking, and it doesn't matter if it's like a tap or whatever. Violence is violence, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the moment you stop feeling safe around someone, that's a wrap. There's not a point to, let's work through it. What are you working through? Not feeling safe around somebody. There's nothing to work through. That you don't feel safe around that person. Yeah. That person doesn't handle you with kindness and care. That is not a person for you. Yeah. Don't matter what good things they've done to you in life and for you in life. Guys, someone that is able to put their hands on you like that, that is not a person for you. And I really wish we could have more conversations about this, because I feel like a lot of men and women go back to these situations because it's all I know. But it's there's better once you move on past something like that. I don't think you should go back to him. I don't even think you should even give this any thought. That's a wrap.
Yeah. Crazy enough, I don't even think that she should stay in Europe with him.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you should even wait.
Back.
I don't think you should even wait until y'all get back to New York to leave him. I think that at that moment, it's best for you to go ahead and get a plane ticket in that moment and leave. Because everyone, all these ladies said, this is not anything you should look past. I think there's some things in relationships you can kind of look past, but this is one of them that you can't, unfortunately. Right. And I understand that this is the first time. I'm unaware of how long y'all have been together, but it's not going to be the last time, you know? Right. So I think that just leave him.
Yeah. It's I would say it's the fact that she said that she also has a fear of marrying an abusive man. I'm not gonna lie, that's been a little bit of a fear of mine too, because it's not to say that is you never just know how men are going to change in the future. So it's imagine
But that is a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, imagine that fear is very deep rooted, and it's very I don't even do that play. Don't even play and put your, you know what I mean? No, I don't even play like that. So that's why I'm just girl,
Yeah, that's just.
I remember I was dating somebody who was mean, and I had a dream one night that he put his hands on me, and I was like, I'm in this. Yeah. Because there's no reason why you being mean and me having a dream that you can put your hands on me just lets me know that you're going to get mad enough one day that you're going to put your hands on me.
You can even
why am I even dreaming of you putting your hands on me? You know what I mean? I feel like it was a foreshadow of what was to come if I didn't stop talking to this man. And I'm just I'm so happy I left, because There's no reason I should have been dreaming about that.
Yeah.
There's
The thing
no
is,
reason I should
she
have been
said that
dreaming
he
about
was
that.
good. He was good to her. Like he's a really good guy. So I'm
He's
just
not.
like,
He put his
damn.
hands
Like,
on you. He's
I
not
mean,
a good
yeah.
guy.
Now,
He's
I mean,
not a good
outside
guy.
of the situation,
Right.
like, yeah. So I'm
But
just
it's
like,
crazy that she was even able to say that after the fact. Like, no, he strangled you. He's not,
so
a,
he's
good
not
guy.
a good guy.
But I think
He's
that's
not.
common in a lot of situations where
Yeah.
people are very fucked up to us, and we still try to
Right.
We instead of
Been
villainizing
there.
them, we
Been
try to
there.
hide.
So
We
you
just
just
put them in the highest of
Well,
light.
it's because of the no. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
And
He's not
sometimes
a
you
good
have to
person.
accept people for
He lacks
what
self-control.
they show you
Absolutely.
in that moment. Like,
And I
yeah,
don't
he's
play
always
it.
kind all these other times, but this one time he was this, and he can do that again. And if he does that again, 10 seconds might be too long.
Yeah, I don't play about that strength. The one thing about me, I
don't play them kind of games.
I'm big. I will call the police on your nigga. I don't care. I don't play about that because it's like any man that's able to do that, he can kill you.
Yeah.
So y'all even take like, okay, let's say that's like not even like strangling, like, but y'all even take like, you know, when a man like kind of like chokes you up a little bit,
like intimately,
like
Good. Yeah, that's a good
If we're
question.
arguing and you get physical, you're done.
Yeah,
You're done.
like
you choking me up a little bit. That's what
Yeah,
I don't
like,
even play like that.
that's-
If it's intimate, that's another because obviously like consent is
do
given.
you
Yeah.
believe,
Like,
but what if there's no consent? Like, what if you're in the middle of like a sexual act and he just like,
Oh, that's
okay,
different.
well that's different because it's
but-
like, but even still, like too much is like, you know, you got
Yeah,
like don't even know.
like-
That's what, I don't play them type of games. Like you doing too much. Like I don't like. Let's just don't put your hand on my neck. I'm not gonna lie. Like just because it's like
agree.
to me, it's
Leave my
just,
neck
it's,
alone.
it's already too like. No, I think outside
don't
of
care
sex, like
about
even
that.
if
You
you're
can
play
be
fighting,
violent.
yeah, no. I'm saying outside of
No,
sex,
no,
like,
no.
I'm sorry.
Not violent. Wrong
I'm
word.
sorry. I'm sorry. I
Be
took it
aggressive
there.
with me in the bed. I'm cool
No,
with
yeah,
that.
I think
But-
aggression is cool, but you know how people when play fighting and stuff, you put your hand up, like I don't play like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like don't.
Oh no. I had to tell somebody we play fighting too much.
Yeah,
it's
like, play fighting.
it's
It's
starting to get a
serious.
little whoop whoop up in here. Like
you're posted up. Like,
I'm like, no, we get too comfortable
Right.
with
It
play
was like, it's all
fighting.
fun and games. So you put your hand on my neck, and I'm like, whoa. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
No,
I don't even like
do
play
that.
fighting because sometimes
No.
play fighting turns into
we're
we're play fighting over moments that I feel like someone else would hit me for. So
Right.
now I was like, are we play fighting now? Or is this a real hit? I can't tell them. Where
Yeah.
Cross my
Yeah.
eyes.
I was like, we getting too comfortable hitting each other
Sorry,
in a
sister.
jokingly manner. Like, nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in response to Moto, I think that's just
leave, sister.
That's a wrap, sis. Like it could just escalate too much. I mean, thank God it was only 10 seconds because it could have been so much worse. I do think that in certain situations when we managed to narrowly get out of danger, because you were in a dangerous situation, we almost like minimize how
dangerous it was.
it actually was.
Yeah.
And you were away from family, like, you know, in a foreign country, going through something like that. Like, that's an extremely dangerous situation that he put you
I'm
in. And
leaving.
You
I'm-
cannot give him the opportunity to put you in a situation like that again. Like, you have to remove yourself.
But I do want to say though, like when people ask these type of questions, I feel like you know what you should do. You don't want to do it, which
Yeah.
is why you're asking for reassurance. And this girl tweeted the other day, she was like, the only mistake I've ever made in any relationship was not leaving soon enough.
Yeah.
And so I feel like in this situation, like in any situation, like it's crazy the older you get, you feel like, oh, I'm never gonna get this again. Blah blah. Go.
Yeah.
The faster you leave,
The sooner
you get to where you want to be. And this one girl tweeted one time, she was like, "Why would I say if I hate it now? Go." Why would I stay if I hate it now? Like, I'm not gonna wait for it to get better. If I hate it now, I'm going to leave. And if you don't like that, just leave now. Like that's all you can do in this moment.
Just delaying your happiness.
Literally.
Okay.
Thank you for writing in.
No, literally. I'm just like, wow.
Godspeed.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
Godspeed for
honestly.
that's a tough situation to be in. So we wish you the best.
So the next one it's called My Fiancé is an emotional support for a woman he used to see. My fiancé recently started seeing a woman he used to see before me. He had cut contact with her since we are together a year now, but 1 to 2 months ago, she found out that she has cancer. She is single and has nobody else, so she's using him, and now he started seeing her and hiding it from me. In the rare times he has been honest about it, he admitted to have seen her 10 times since she found out 1 to 2 months ago. Other than that, he hides his phone, deletes all his chats and phone calls with her. I don't even know her in person, so you should understand why I'm worried and find it super inappropriate. What can I or should I do here? Is there anything I can even do, or is it a
She
lost
said
cause?
Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a lost cause. I definitely feel like it's okay for you to be emotional support for somebody who's terminally ill. It's weird that you're hiding it. Because
Yeah.
why? Like, obviously, like, as a human, especially if you guys had some sort of, like, relationship,
History,
friendship, history, like, obviously be there for them. Like, you know, go see them in the hospital a couple times. But, like, now it's getting to the point where it's like, are you guys, I don't know, like, what's going on in the hospital room? Like, are you guys having conversations? It's like, what if I get better? Like, I think that's weird that you're hiding it from your fiance. Like, I don't know, it gives you're doing something inappropriate. So I don't know, like,
or also too, like from the other side of things, like maybe he knows like how it's gonna make her feel. Like, you know, he's in a sticky situation.
Yeah.
Like one of your ex before this one, who now you put a ring on it, she has cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you probably don't, granted, the fiance might feel, like might listen to him, like lamenting and stuff like that. But deep down, does she really want to hear that?
So
you get me? So it's like, I understand.
Does who really, like the
like,
wife?
does the
like
fiance really want to hear that?
Like, oh.
So I can understand. I don't agree with what he's doing, but I understand why he's doing it.
I'm putting myself in that shoe because I don't see why, if you come to me as my fiance and tell me like, hey, like so-and-so is sick, you know, I want to be her emotions or be there for her at certain times. I don't have a problem with that. Why are you hiding it from? Why certain conversations you're hiding it from me? You're deleting text messages. You're really weird with your phone. So now you're doing something inappropriate. It's giving you're having a what if conversation every single time. Like, you know, history comes up. Like, what if I get better, then what? If she wasn't here, then what? You know, like, and to me, that's inappropriate. You're taking it too far as my fiance. So I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to. How should I like? Have that conversation with your fiance, because that's weird. Like, I don't let me come with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I have to agree with Crystal. I think it's one of those things where there's nothing wrong with being a support system for your ex, like especially like in that type of time. But like the fact that you're hiding it, that's where the issue now comes into play. And to be quite honest with you, I'm pretty sure it's crossing boundaries. If you feel like you do need to hide that, you do need to lie about it,
right?
And the ex-girlfriend is probably like just wanting someone to be like close to her in that moment. Like, it's a very scary time. It's very uncertain. So it might be crossing those boundaries. So I think it's one of those things where you have to have a conversation with your fiance, but it might be a lost cause. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it might be a lost cause. So I don't even know.
It might be.
What the advice after that would be.
I don't know if it's a lost cause. I think maybe it's a conversation. If you're concerned, just talk to him. Like, hey, like, why are you doing certain things? Why are you deleting messages? Like, what's going on? Like I want to be involved too. Like, we're getting married. Like, I want to know what's going on too. Like, because I want to be a support system for you, because I can imagine how hard it is for you to watch like someone you used to be with become terminally ill. That's difficult, like for anybody. So I don't know. Like, I understand both sides. It is a sticky situation. I have never had the experience to know someone that was terminally ill, but it's like I can imagine how hard that is on everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's a conversation. I don't think it's a lost cause. It's not like, once again, like,
but what if he now says that he's like being physical with her?
There's no way. She's in a hospital.
There is a way.
What if they're kissing? What if they're
like being all right, y'all throwing different variables. I don't know.
I think that would actually happen. Like, why would you even turn to your ex-boyfriend if you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, but that's like,
are y'all cool with any of y'all's exes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't want to be.
I don't know if they could call me in like.
I feel like I'm only cool with my exes because I'm not in a serious relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a serious relationship,
but what if your ex was in a serious relationship as well? Y'all both were in serious relationships.
Oh, and like
y'all could be cool, like cordial.
Yeah.
Cordial, but cordial is not us talking once every.
Actually, I don't.
It's like I see you.
I think if we're both in a serious relationship,
amicable.
There's really no reason for us to be communicating.
There's none.
Especially not me making him my sole support system.
And it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, I had to change my opinion because like I feel like a few episodes ago I kind of had that opinion of like, hey, like you can be friends with your exes, but I actually am starting to see you really can't.
You can,
and especially to like try to move on and to build with somebody else, your ex can't be in the picture. They just really can't.
Thanks for joining the team.
They're a distraction.
Thank you for joining the team.
They can't.
Because you was gung ho on that.
I feel a little bit differently about that. I feel like if you and both of your exes are moved on, and like, depending on how long ago the relationship was, I do feel like that was somebody who you once dated. And I definitely look at people who I used to date as friends at this point.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were my friend before you were my significant other at one point. So I don't see necessarily the issue with us being like cordial.
And
I think it'd be your support.
That's what I'm saying. Being
The
cordial is fine. Like, you don't have to hate each other.
You say hello, but
I don't think you have to hate each other.
Communication is.
I have to agree. I don't think there's no reason for us to, like, especially if we're literally both move on. There's no reason for us to be communicating. Like, hey, like, it'd be different if y'all ran into each other in the Walmart and like, okay, I'm not gonna walk past you. No. But as far as like, hey,
past
like
you.
me taking the initiative to reach out to you outside of my relationship and you vice versa. I don't think there's any reason.
I
there's
probably
none
never
for that.
reach out to you.
Yeah, and it just leaves
at
too
all.
much room for temptation.
Yeah.
And
It
all
does.
the other stuff.
And I also feel like even when it comes to like other people, like, you know, their siblings, because I just feel like they're always going to be partial to their brother, their sister, whoever it is. So it's like, even if they see you in a happy relationship, like, oh, well, how do you feel about so-and-so? Like, oh, so did you see so, you know what I mean? They're going to constantly bring up their family. So it's just like, to me, that also becomes like muddy waters. Like, just nix it in the bud, bro.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the dark side, guys.
I had to think about. It's been a lot happening lately,
And I love that
and
for you.
I was just like, wow,
Can't run.
not my ladies being
They're
right. Like, I
right.
literally,
I think you can be though.
I can't. Like I
think it's possible.
Joy,
Eventually.
I
No.
thought so.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
But niggas are gonna nig.
Niggas
No,
is gonna
but you know what? It could be
nigga.
good. But I think y'all are saying two different things because Nikki was saying like friendship as far as like calling him if you need something, like
No.
conversation like that.
No, I was like,
She was.
I was like, hey, like, okay, like if I need advice on something, like, or whatever the case may be, like, he's my friend.
Yeah,
like, I
get a
can reach
job
out to
market,
him.
he can recommend
And
stuff
I
to you.
said, yes, if you call me for a job, fine, but you can't call me and tell me that your tire's blown and you need help. Like,
Oh, maybe not that.
Then-
but like I feel like advice, like just connections.
But
maybe.
the thing is, I don't think you need to be taking advice for him. Like,
yeah,
I
or
don't.
giving him, like, not even giving him, but I just feel
If
like
he has
just
so much
communication
knowledge,
then
you
you
still- But I
have
also
me.
feel like
Thank
too,
you.
like any of my exes, like your complaints to me that you have is your karma. So like,
Oh, I see.
And yeah,
True,
that's
but
fine,
that's the
but
thing, I don't
I don't care. But, yeah, I don't complain to me.
I don't want that complaint. I don't want to hear about any of that.
Because it's you put yourself in that predicament. So I don't like.
I don't want to hear it.
So I
And-
think
I mean, but that's
Yeah.
but that's the
Yeah,
path
exactly.
you chose. So you know,
yeah, so I think at this point,
So
like,
you're relishing in his miserability.
No, I'm not relishing in it. I feel like it's actually kind of sad, but at the same time, I feel like
You want to hear the tea.
no, I don't necessarily want to hear the tea. I just feel like our time expired, and unfortunately, you got your get back. Like,
So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm not relishing in it because to hear his side of what the shit that he has to complain about, I do genuinely feel sorry for him. Do I want him back? No. Do I want to be with him? No. But at the end of the day, that was still my friend. Like I hate what you're. I like we were friends before anything else.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, but maybe we shouldn't be friends. I don't know.
yeah.
Probably
What
shouldn't.
did they
but-
say? A shoulder to lean on.
Probably the dick to ride on.
You know,
Yeah.
Shoulder to cry on. Because the dick to ride on.
Woo,
Yeah.
child.
Because I feel like just
Nah.
get a couple of drinks and get y'all in a room together. You never know what's gonna happen.
never know.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna read the next one. It's called "Am I Overstepping?" She said, first of all, hey guys, I absolutely love y'all podcast, and it said you guys are weekly now. So are we. But let me get into it. So I have these two friends who are a couple. I met the boyfriend from high school. We had classes together. Let's call him P. And then met his girlfriend through the boyfriend. Let's call her M. And we became super close. They have been on and off for years and would come to me about their problems and ask for advice. And I would always keep it fair. One time for my birthday.
Keep it fair.
Okay, I would always keep it fair. Period. There was no period. One time for my birthday, she was asking him to buy her things all night. So we leave the place and we're about to go back to this hotel, and I asked to use her phone and seen a boy text her multiple times on Snapchat and iMessage. By the end of the night, I asked P, were they back together? He said yes, and I told him I seen a boy text her multiple times. Mind your business. Sorry.
No, dead. Mind your
Multiple
business.
times, and they end up leaving, and she was mad at me, but I told her if I was him, I would have done the same thing because like I said before, I always keep it fair. Is it wrong? Which she respected, and we moved on. Fast forwards now, they are about to have a baby, and recently my other friend told me P has been texting her in vanish mode trying to link up and do stuff, and it's been multiple times.
He's the guy.
Yeah, piece of guy.
Okay, my other friend told me P has been texting her in vanish mode trying to link up and do stuff, and it's been multiple times. This friend has come to me. She also knows M, but they are not friends. My question is, should I tell M and P that P is trying to talk to my friend? Wait until she gives birth and tell her, or never say anything? I don't know what to do. People have told me to mind my business and not say anything, and I don't want to devastate her with this type of news at 7 months pregnant and ruin a family.
So don't.
They live together and she seems to be happy, but I just know if it was me, I would want to know. Plus, I told him when she did something wrong, and I feel like it's only right to do the same. Sign, a very conflicted friend. You should have minded your business the first time.
Yeah, you should have.
So now you're
listener.
so sorry. I mean,
fair.
but it is fair. You
Yeah, you should've
tattled
minded
on her
your
the first
business.
time, so I feel like you should tattle on him. But at the same time, you should just mind your business because maybe now he feels like that's his get back.
True, but after 7 months, but I do feel like the same way you came to him, because it seems like you're closer to P. You met him first. You met her like she's just an extra in the situation. No shade to M, but she's extra. Yeah. So I feel like the same way you came to P, like M is doing whatever fugazi stuff. Why not come to P and be like, hey, like I saw this. Why not come to P about it? It seems like you and P have a friendship. If that was me and I was friends with the guy and I saw I would tell him like, I would come to him first, like, hey, you're putting me in a really weird position. Like, tighten up. Not even tighten up, but like do better by your pregnant girlfriend. If y'all are friends, if y'all are friends enough for you to come to him and have that conversation, then I'm wondering why you came to him the first time with other information.
I think that this is okay. So I understand that you feel like you have to like pay M back for like, you know, going and tattling on her to P originally. But I think that this is your position to like kind of take your foot out of this relationship. So I agree with Michelle. Like, I think you should come to P and be like, hey, like Michelle said, you put me in a weird position. I think that you should stop doing that, whatever the case may be. But I don't think that you should now go run and tell M, because this is now like there's layers to this because she's pregnant, you know? So, and I also feel like if you truly feel like you can't be non-biased in this situation, you might need to stop being friends with both of them.
Yeah, or heavy on it.
Stay out that business.
And just also, minding your business. Like, I do think you're overstepping. I don't think you should be involving yourself so much in other people's affairs.
And let's clarify, like, minding your business, right? Because I think a lot of times people feel like the reason why things aren't out there is because, like, people don't know. A lot of times in friendship, like, you're going to hear some stuff that is none of your business. Like, it literally is none of your business. And you really have to weigh out the pros and cons, right? Especially when it comes to people who are in, like, solid relationships. She's expecting a baby, all other stuff. Yeah. Sometimes the greater of, or the lesser of two evils really is just for you to take your information and kick it to where the sun don't shine. Because honestly, like, for you to deliver that information, you're coming in, as much as you don't like to see it that way, you are the op in the situation, because you're the girl knew not to. The girl knows both parties. She's not coming to them. She's coming to you to deliver the message because she knows why she's telling you. So it's like sometimes it's best to just like stay out of it. And a lot of the times, when you stay out of it, you'll see the relationship either excel and like get through other triumphs, or she may find out through another source, and it's better for you anyway.
Exactly, because if he's really like being that messy, she's gonna find out, and it doesn't have to be 3 years.
It doesn't have to be 3 years.
Trust me.
So as long as you're not judging them in the process,
right?
Just leave. I think she should butt out of this one. Same. Like, I just think like the girl's pregnant. Let it rock. Like it'd be different if he had another girl pregnant or something. Not to say it's not a big deal, but it's just like it's small enough for you to let that roll off your shoulder and let him get that. Karma, however he gets it.
And like you're more closer to Pete. You don't need to worry about.
I think it's tricky because she knows both of them. You know what I mean?
But she met her through him.
Yeah.
So that's
but she said we also became very close.
Yeah.
Oh, so regardless, she's closer to both of them.
Your loyalties with P girl. Just mind your business.
Like I've been out. Well, one of my friends and one of her guy friends was out. Like we've been out and he's been out with us multiple times. And every time we're out, he's with a different girl. I'm like, okay, cool.
Exactly.
None of my business.
It's not my business.
But then I got invited to his house and his girl was there. And I'm like, whoa. I had no idea you had a girlfriend. Because I done been out with your man, and every time I've been out with your man, he's been with a different girl. So I'm meeting you for the first time. She said, "Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you," and I'm just like,
"Who are you?"
Literally. But that's not my place to say anything because I don't know her and I don't know him. This is my friend's friend, and I'm just like,
you're just watching his story unfold.
It's kind of unfortunate because I told my friend, I was like, you don't hold your friends accountable. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, that's kind of like weird behavior. I'm like, because how are we out every time when he's with a different girl or the same one girl who felt comfortable enough to introduce herself to me? And then I'm going to your house and I'm meeting your actual girlfriend who you live in the house with, not an apartment, a house. And I'm looking like
that's the one he's keeping up.
Not my place to say, but I was just like, that's crazy because it makes me feel complicit.
No, you know what's crazy?
It makes me feel complicit to the crime.
This is not new.
I'm not gonna lie. In that situation, I'm not gonna lie.
Such a repeated fairy tale.
Anymore.
I would not yell with them. I stopped hanging out with them. I can't hang out with you.
That's too much emotional trauma.
Because now I feel complicit.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around the room. Some of her friends who are mutual friends with her man, I'm like, y'all were also there. And y'all keep keying in her
and now
face.
y'all here like it's like whoa.
But it comes down to the same thing too because they were friends with the guy before the girl. So they're probably thinking like my loyalty is with him and not his girlfriend. But I'm just like,
but can
y'all
you
are her
imagine
actual
like
friends? That's
that goes on in a lot of rooms.
But the only reason why I say like you see how it's best that you minded your business because what if you came to her
and she already knew
and she was like, Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Where she was like, bitch, you probably you
And
mad.
now I'm the home carrier.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Jori
I got
can't
a whole
mind her
nigga on the
business.
side. You over here,
Yeah, and then everyone's looking at you like, we didn't see nothing. We was there, we didn't see nothing.
And
We
people
didn't
don't
see
understand.
nothing. Yeah.
Everyone knows what they're doing and what they got going on. Mind yours. That's it.
Yeah.
You can't reason with people that are reasoning unconventional relationships.
I would say, unfortunately, I think
So-
there's a certain select group of people that you should already know who deserve like complete transparency. Like,
Yeah.
I would say for me, I have like probably a handful of people who I know. Like if I see some shady stuff, like mind you, I'm still gonna vet it because like I don't believe in taking gossip back to friends.
Right.
Like if I don't believe that it's true, just because I hear. If I don't believe it to be true, I'm going to toss it. I'm not going to perpetuate nothing like that. But it's a group of people where it's like, if I hear something, I'm going to bring it to you. Like, this is what it is. Do with it what you will, but this is what's going around. But outside of that, like,
That's it.
I'm not going to be the person spreading bones all around town because before you know it, you a gossip. And you spreading rumors, you don't
you're
even
a
know if it's
bone
true or
collector,
not.
right.
Yeah. So,
And I'm good on all that.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
definitely
no.
agree. I think I would just stay out of this, girl.
Yeah.
Especially because she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And
That's really
I feel like more than
big.
anything,
Yeah, because you don't
She's
want to be a
pregnant.
thing like you tell her and then she's stressed and something happened to the baby. Like that's going to be on your conscience for literally ever. Like it's just not worth it. I would just leave it alone.
So it starts with Natalia's boyfriend is pulling away from me all of a sudden, not sure what to do. Okay. I'm not sure what to do. We were having a great time earlier when we were out, and then on the way of him dropping me off home, he was like, hey, babe. And I was like, yes. And then he said, never mind. I let it go, but after then, I felt like he was being super distant and something was bothering him. I kept asking him what was wrong, but he said nothing. Then he dropped me off and hugged me, but it was very brief, not like how he usually hugs me. And then his text messages after we got home were straight to the point. No pet names like usual. I knew something was wrong, so I kept asking him over text, and he was like, I have to think about it. I told him I would give him space and wish him good night, and he was like, night. Again, no pet name like he would usually do. We've been together for a year, and the only time he acts like this is when we're fighting or he's upset with me. But he says I didn't do anything. I'm freaking out, and I don't know what I did. I think I have an anxious attachment style. I notice very quickly when people change, and it stresses me out like crazy. He says I did nothing, but then he's saying he has to think about it. We were having a great time, and then something came on his mind that clearly bothered him enough to completely pull away from me. Is our relationship at risk, or should I just give him space?
Both.
I don't think he likes you.
Both is crazy.
Galabo.
Nakalabo.
I don't think he likes you.
No, that's why. Like, you should definitely give him space. But I feel like your relationship is also at risk.
Yeah, I think definitely.
I think it's not. There's no relationship. I think that he's just.
Why would he like her? Maybe he's really trying to like contemplate telling her something very, very big. Like I don't think that means that he
tell
doesn't-
her.
yeah.
But the thing is, it's
Nah.
like you have to take time to certain things. Like you know whenever things are gonna go over well and when they're not. So sometimes you have to take
Planning
time.
something
Like
big. So you're
But
trying to propose to me, and in the
I'm not
meantime, you're
gonna
being
lie.
mean.
I've been in her situation. No, like it's not hard to.
I don't think it means that he doesn't.
communicate.
But I don't. It sometimes it is.
Sometimes
like,
it
we,
is.
Yeah,
I get
that's
it,
the
but
thing,
like,
actually communication.
pulling away.
Yeah.
But y'all, let me land
we-
first. That whole
yeah.
icing out stuff does not work in a relationship.
But I don't think he's icing her out. I think he's just like really. I don't know.
That's what he's doing.
I truly think that yes, maybe it might be your relationship at jeopardy, but I think that you should give him the space that he needs and like not overcrowd him and allow him to like really think in the moment and think about like whatever it is he's going through and just like be respectful. Like just same vice versa. If you were going through that, you might want a little bit of space. Like don't overpower it. Just let it ride out and let it play out how it's supposed to play out. If y'all break up, y'all break up. If you don't, you don't. That's okay.
My
Yeah, I
advice
agree.
is a little different.
Yeah, I'm probably with Jori. What she got to say?
No, I just feel like as somebody, you already said you feel like you have an anxious attachment style. I used to be the same way. I definitely think you need to read the book Attached, and I definitely think you need to read the book that's called Codependency. No more. Because when you identify your behaviors that align with those things, you will not date somebody who brings those characteristics out of you. Because how your partner is acting is giving an avoidant attachment style.
Yeah.
And that you will always be in a state of like
Panic,
like
Just
like
anxious.
anxiousness that you're
Yeah.
currently in now. And I realize the best type of person for you to date is somebody who is secure.
Yeah.
And when I tell
Has a
you,
secure
you will
attachment style.
feel the difference between dating somebody who has a secure attachment style versus avoidant. You will not feel like how you're feeling right now. Regardless of whatever your partner is going through, they should be able to communicate it regardless of what is going on.
Absolutely.
So my advice to you, pick up both of those books, read them so you can understand, because there are behaviors that I exhibited that I thought that's just me, I'm fucking crazy. No, it was behaviors associated with
that
anxious attachment style, things that I thought were unique to me. I was like, oh damn, this is actually associated with a real behavior, and this is why. It literally gives you examples of things that you would do with somebody who has anxious attachment style and what it looks like to somebody who has an avoidant attachment style. And when you see it and can read it in front of you, it's easier for you to pinpoint, this person is not for me. I should not be dating this person because I do not want to feel like this. Because you don't want to feel like this, which is why you're asking us for your opinion. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And I don't know necessarily what's going on, but I can tell you he has an avoidant attachment style. And that does not align with what you need.
But not to speak towards you, but it's like, why must we personalize everything? So it's like in that moment, okay, why can't we allow him to like give him the respect, like, hey, like you're going through something.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. But now why am I trying to personalize it and be like, hey, now you're trying to avoid me. I don't think now you're trying to put me into this anxious state. It's like,
but that's why I said two different books. Though. I said attachment style book and codependency no more, because she might be thriving in the codependency where she thinks everything her partner does is because of her. And if she reads that book and understand that your partner's behaviors is not because of you, you learn not to take things personal anymore. And until you realize that that's the behavior that you're in, you feel like that's just normal.
So not just so I agree with that, but like to speak back to like, hey, this might not be the person that you need to be with because they have an avoidant type of personality, but it's like, so who are we to now say like this may not be a person you need to be with because of his actions based on like what he's going through in this moment?
So the thing is, the reason why I agree with Jori in that aspect is because I would say I maybe have like a small anxious attachment style, and sometimes it's almost unfair to your partner in that setting, right? Because a lot of things that you do, it's like you will take it personal, right? So everything they do can easily trigger you. So imagine like you're going through a conflict, right? And the way they handle conflict is like, oh, I need space. I cannot, the way that I'm set up, we need to address that immediately. Like it almost feels abusive to me that we have to sit on this for 2 weeks while you take the time and the space you need to like sort that out. And I have no choice but to take it personal when it's so much easier for me to date somebody who has the same conflict resolution skills as I do. So to put myself in a situation where I'm dating someone like that, the relationship is not going to be like healthy for me. It's going to feel toxic, and it's unfair because how am I labeling somebody as toxic because they choose to handle a relationship in the way that they handle? They're not handling it in a toxic way. That's just them, you know? We're just not compatible in that way, you know?
And even with the attachment style book, just because I identified at one point as anxious doesn't mean I'm anxious now. But being able to identify, because it goes through every behavior, whether you're anxious, avoidant, and what's the other one? I think insecure or something. Fearful or something like that. It shows you the behaviors of each. And it doesn't say that whatever you are, you have to be stuck in it. You can see the behaviors and you can align. It even tells you, like, think about past partners. Who do you think your partner was? It has you ask a questionnaire in the book to identify how did you act with your past partner? How did your last partner act? And once you learn those behaviors, you realize, like, dang, like, I shouldn't act like this because of this. Is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a really great book. Even if you feel like you don't have a problem, I feel like it's a great book to understand it. Because you might be a secure partner, and being able to understand somebody who is insecure or anxious can help you understand why your partner acts the way they do, instead of thinking, oh, this person is crazy, they just have trauma, I don't want to deal with it. But if you understand why people act a certain way, you have a little bit more like, what's the word I'm looking for?
I would say grace in the situation.
A little bit more grace for them and understanding why they act that way.
Right. Being able to put yourself in their shoes and understand their brain a little bit more better. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, that's why I had said, like, dang, like, you know, your relationship is at risk. Because I'm not going to lie, like, I'm really big on communication. And if that's not solid, we're not solid. Like, that is what carries your relationship. And if that is not okay, then y'all are not okay. And I think that we all need to start normalizing great communication. I'm not going to lie, your partner pulling back from you, that is not normal. Like, he should be falling in. Like, talk to me. Like, if you can't talk to the outside world, at least talk to me, but don't make me feel weird for wanting to know what's going on with you now. Like, that to me is not fair. So, and I personally, I can't be with someone like that, because that's really not fair. Like she said, to your partner, to have them feel that way. And they're concerned about you. It's weird.
Yeah.
But I do think she can communicate that.
Absolutely.
And they can move past
That's what I'm saying, communication.
Because I feel like people behave certain ways based off past relationships, or that's just who they are. And I know for me, like, when I'm annoyed or irritated, like, I can be very standoffish. I can be a little mean.
Right.
And one time my partner was just like, why are you acting like that? And I'm like, because I'm mad. Like, I don't want to talk to you. And he's like, but I'm trying to fix the situation. Like, you being mad and not wanting to talk about it doesn't help the situation.
Right.
Like, talk to me now. And I'm just like, damn, like, you're right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And until somebody points that out to you, like, this might, but you be used to how you're used to behaving. But in this moment, I need you to behave like this because I'm trying to be there for you. So I feel like you're not wrong to communicate to him, like, hey, like, whatever you're going through, like, I'm not gonna lie, that made me really anxious. Like, I feel like if I'm your partner, you should be able to talk to me about what you're going through immediately instead of leaving me hanging because I take it a little bit personal. Like, we actually have to normalize having tough conversations.
Like, oh my, Jori, that. Like,
we have to normalize it.
Conversations.
Yeah. Because like Nikki said earlier, like, sometimes you personalize things. They don't have shit to do with you. It's like, bro, like, I'm taking it personal and I need you to tell me
and
it's
we're
not
so
about
scared
me.
to even hear why someone's taking it personal. Like, just have an open floor. Like, let's just talk. Like, as I said, let's normalize good communication. Like,
and being vulnerable. Yeah. There's like a certain level of vulnerability to even be like, you know what, like, I'm fucking about the situation.
Problem,
yeah.
Some people are used to dealing with problems on their own.
And they don't know how
to include somebody else. So that could be why he's shutting you out. Like, he doesn't know to be like, hey, babe, I'm going through this, and this. I really, like, need you. Instead, he wants to withdraw. And that just could be his normal behavior. But, like, sometimes people don't realize they have somebody in their corner because of what they're used to. They just never experienced it before. So I think talking about it is the best.
Yeah.
Me too.
Agreed. Yeah. Communication is key.
Well, that concludes another episode with the Petty Party crew. We hope y'all enjoyed it. Guys, if you want us to give you advice on your problems, relationships, situationships, marriages, any kind of thing that we can help on or give you our opinion, just let us know. Send us an email at pettyparty12814@gmail.com, or you can send us a DM on Instagram or any platform. So yeah, this is your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, signing out. Peace.
Bye guys, it's your girl Jori Alia.
Bye, guys. Your girl, Shelly Shell. Until next time.
Bye, everyone. It's just Nick.
It's your girl, Paulette, signing out. Holla.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.